Hello, welcome to my first video log. Today we've decided to come out to Fibre East in Bedford. I've never actually been to a fibre festival before, so it's really exciting. I've been knitting in the car and I've been knitting my test knit for Ruth at Knitterarium, and these are the wildflower honey socks, and I'm knitting them in some lovely yarn from the lovely Diane at Peggy May Yarns and some West Yorkshire spinners. Sorry about the shadowing, we've got a bit of sunshine coming through the window. So I'm really excited to go and see all the stalls at Fibre East and hope to buy some yarn and see some people. So I'll check back in with you later. Bye. Hello! So I've been here a couple of hours now. I managed to have made a few purchases. So I went round all the stalls first to make sure that I'd seen everything before I started buying, and the first thing I bought was some lovely Bellicle yarns, and they're absolutely lovely and squishy, this yarn, and I thought a lovely yellow would be nice and cheerful. I'm not sure what I'm going to knit with it yet. And I was trying not to buy things for socks, but that's my first purchase. And then I went to easyknits.co.uk store and I bought this gorgeous pink and blue little mini skein. I thought little mini skeins don't cost too much and I can have little bits of yarn from lots of different stores. I then bought a cute little ice cream 99 from Gibberoo Sews. That will go on my knitting as a progress keeper. So not too bad so far. And another 3 mini skeins I bought. I bought 2 skeins from Hand Dyed by Jude. You can just see her little symbol there. And this one's called Strawberry Pavlova, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then I also bought mint choc chip. They both look really, really tasty, so I'm really pleased with those. And then I went to Paper Stories and bought this lovely colourway, but there's no little label, so I don't know what it's called. But that is going to go in my Cosy Memories as well. So all these little minis probably go in my Cosy Memories blanket. So we've now just had a bit of lunch and we're going to pop back and look at a few more stalls. I've got some plans for some jumpers, so I'm looking out for some yarns for those, including the pavement sweater. So hopefully I can get some yarn appropriate. So see you later, bye! I'm back from Fibre East. It was such a fantastic day. I really enjoyed it. I've still got my wristband on. And it was absolutely wonderful. Really lovely to see it, all the lovely people, and chat to people who'd been following me on the podcast and on Instagram. Really lovely to speak to you, especially Kate from Hawthorne Cottage Craft, to see the fine fish yarn stall that she was looking after. Absolutely wonderful. To Julie and Elsie and to Mel and to all the lovely people that introduced themselves. So thank you so much. Sorry that I didn't get to say hello to everybody and that we didn't cross paths for some reason. It's a pretty big place with everything's divided into separate halls, so hopefully we'll have to organise something like a meet-up next time. That would be really cool. So I'm just going to show you the rest of the things that I bought today. So I showed you a few things in the video earlier which I stopped at lunchtime, but I bought a couple more things as well. I went back to the Made by Jude stall and I bought another mini skein from her. So these two are the ones I showed you earlier in the podcast, so I bought 3 altogether from there. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know, oh, this is called Fruit Truffle, this one. So they're all food based. It's always good. I also bought another mini skein from Beaker Button, and that's a nice sparkly green and blue base, really pretty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use these mini skeins to do another row on my Cozy Memories blanket, and it'll be my Fibre East row. I thought that'd be really exciting. So you've seen this one before. Yeah, I showed you those 2 before, and the last mini skein I bought separately was one from Fine Fish Yarns, which had some lovely speckles in. So there I've got 4 light shades and 3 sort of darker shades, so that I can go light, dark, light, dark, light, dark across the next row of my Cozy Memories. So those will be lovely. So I found a new shop that I'd never heard of before. Probably everybody else will have heard of her, but I hadn't. So it's West Green Loft Yarns, and they're hand dyed by Vicky McIntosh. So that's their label, and there's some gorgeous, gorgeous hand dyed yarns in the colours that really go well with my cardigan. I thought, if they go well with my cardigan, I have to have them. So those mini skeins I think will probably become a shawl, because they would go with so many things. Absolutely lovely. And I also picked up a hand dyed skein of yarn, a full skein of yarn I should say, from Vicky as well, with lots of different colours in there. Really pretty. And that'll probably be a shawl, I think. And I finally bought some Bellica yarns. I'd heard some really lovely things about this. My friend Jean had got some and she let me squish her yarn. Hi Jean! So I had to buy some, and it is, if you just open a bit, it's so lovely and squishy. Ooh, beautiful. And I had to have a lovely bright yellow. Ruth will know how I feel about this. Hi Ruth, I'm saying hello to everybody today. It's lovely. So I'm really pleased about that. I think I'll probably knit some socks. I think I showed you this earlier actually. Sorry for showing you again. But that's the yellow I bought. And then I bought enough for a pavement sweater. So all these are from Fine Fish Yarns. If I just show you the label first. And Kate convinced me that these were the way to go. In fact, they're all beautiful in there, so it was easy to convince me anyway. So I've bought 4 skeins of this one, and I should actually look to see what it's called. It's called Maven, which I assume is a play on the word mauve. So that's really pretty. It's got some lovely purple and sort of orangey speckles in there. Really pretty. So I think that will make the most amazing jumper. Really lovely. So I've also planned to make a cardigan. So I think the pattern's called the Cherry Blossom cardigan. And I'd seen it on Ava from the Charm of It's podcast, and I said to her, I really want to knit that cardigan, and I actually have bought the yarn, so I'm going to do it. So Ava, if you're watching, I'm going to do some colour work. So this is going to be my base colour. It's a beautiful grey, and I've got 5 skeins of that, and it's from I can't think what it's called. I'm going to have to look at the label. It's a Knit by Numbers yarn, and it's the number 5 colour, and it's absolutely lovely grey. I think that'll go with absolutely everything. Can I say absolutely anymore? And these are the two colours I've chosen to do the floral pattern with. And I'm going to pick out a dark green, I think, from my stash to do the little bits in between the flowers with. But those are the colours I've chosen. Absolutely gorgeous. If you noticed, there's a sort of pinky mauvey theme going on. Absolutely wonderful time. I'm saying absolutely rather a lot today. Oh dear. Sorry about that, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the little clips that Adam took of the day we've had. He was very useful so that I could just concentrate on the yarny goodness and all the lovely people around. I'm sorry, some of the bits are a little bit shaky. So I just wanted to show you a couple of the things that I'm going to have in my shop on Tuesday. So that's Tuesday the 1st of August, and it'll be at 7 o'clock in UK British summertime. So I've got a theme of sort of nature this time. This bag I haven't actually showed on the Instagram at all. This fabric's got some lovely little bird cages on it. What I should do is open the bag up so you can see the sort of size it is. So this is a sort of sock size bag, and it's got some lovely bird cages on. I've made sure that on every bag there's at least one side with some good pictures of the actual bird cages. I've got a pink lining with a pocket in the same fabric as the outside with my normal label, and I got a ribbon with a lovely little bird cage charm on there as well. I've got a couple of my sheep bags going in which are the same size, but this time I've got some ribbon that goes really nicely with the blue fabric, and these come with white lining and the little pockets inside, and of course the little sheepy charm. So cute. Oops. Making a noise here. I've got some, well, it's got all sorts of little bits of wildlife on, the ladybirds and the little moths and some bees on there. Now this is a medium sized bag. You can get about 4 skeins in there once it's, I'll put some of my knitting by numbers in there so you can see. So there's 4 skeins in there now, lovely and full. And this one's got a red ribbon on the top with a little bee charm just there, and that's all lined with white with some pockets inside. This pocket I've made so you can put your scissors in there, and a little label on the top. And finally I've got some bag sets that have got bees and dragonflies on in a sort of brown background fabric. The lining again is white with the pocket to put a pair of scissors in, and we've got the bee charms the same as the last one I showed you, with a silver bit of ribbon on the end to tag it. These ones have actually got handles on, and they come with a DPN case and a little notions pouch. So there we go. I thought I'd run through those before the actual update so you can sort of get an idea of what they look like and what sizes they are before the day. I should have said that this size you can also get 3 to 4 skeins in as well, so a reasonable size for like a shawl or something like that. So that's all I've got for you today. I'm going to do a proper podcast next week, all my crafty works in progress, and I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a video log of what I've been up to today at Fibre East. Thank you for joining me. Bye!